Okay, this pretty much only for the Cleveland fans. I grew up in Chicago, became a big, so I was a Green Bay Packers fan and a White Sox fan. But when we moved to Ohio, I became, I had to adopt a city, a professional sports team where I'm at because I believe in supporting the home team and not just rooting for some team 1,000 miles away or whatever. So I started rooting for the Cleveland teams, Cleveland Indians, the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I was indoctrinated into some of the saddest, most painful sports memories in my life. I watched the fumble. I watched the drive. I watched the thievery. I don't know what you would call it. I don't know what they said about Art Modell. When he tried to rip out Cleveland's heart and take the team. When they went to Baltimore, and now the signing or the leaving, the thing with LeBron James, and a lot of people are getting on the owner and bashing him for saying what he did about LeBron James, saying what he did was, kind of like almost traitorous. He lied. He's done irreparable damage to the city. And if you don't know about Cleveland or haven't been around there, there's not a lot in Cleveland. There's not a lot of, hey, I can't wait to go to Cleveland to go to this. Okay? Cleveland does have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They have a great, I love going to the Cleveland Brown games. The Cleveland Brown Stadium is awesome. Jacobs Field is amazing. I'm not calling them by the Q is nice. It is a good place. They're all good places. But when you talk about the area around it, I was just there. I was just in Cleveland at the Vans Warped Tour. Saw All American Rejects and Sum 41 and Andrew WK and some great bands. Anyway, when you're going around there, you realize they used to be known for the flats. A lot of partying, man. A lot of bars, a good nightlife. Everything that a big city had, Cleveland had, but that's gone. And there had been some businesses that had built up. And the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, saw his team go from, when he purchased it 5 years ago, he saw it go from whatever price, we'll just say $276 million, okay? He saw it go from that to $376 million. Some will even say more than that. And because of that, he was, the businesses, and that was because LeBron James. The businesses around there thrived. They had the money. More people had jobs. There were people all over the place that were able to actually go about, it created a life back in downtown Cleveland. People were going there before games. They were going after games. People were coming from out of town because they were coming to see LeBron James play. And I don't care what somebody wants to say about him now. I'm trying to read some of this. I really don't want to get into it too much because I'll get ticked off a little bit. But everything that he said that he stood for, he's turned his back on. Now, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, you David Robinson, you have a lot of men that were able to go forward and win championships. Now, they all had their wingmen. They all had good players around them. And Tim Duncan with Robinson was good enough to continue on. Just like Kobe Bryant with Shaquille O'Neal, he was able to continue on winning on his own. So these are great players. And LeBron James, even in 2006, it made quotes that I will not leave until the city gets a ring. I will not leave till my job is finished. And they went and they did a lot of signed contracts and everything. And you can look at the film. I mean, I'm saying that he quit on the city. I mean, Game 5 was absolutely atrocious against Boston in the playoffs. The way he played, the comments that he made, saying maybe he spoiled the Cleveland fan, or we should, like we're expecting too much of him. Well, maybe we were, because with the signing down there, they can say he went down there because of winning, and they can say that he went down to Miami because he was going to make, he's going to make less money, but that's a lie. If you make $15 million in Florida and $22 million in Cleveland, it's a wash, because Florida does not charge a state tax. So, looking at 15% of his, or however much state is, it's not nice. It's normally a good sized chunk taken out of your check. So he's recouping that. He's going to where there's a known winner in Dwayne Wade. You feeling me? And it's like he made a comment that the pressure was off of him, that he didn't have to score 30 points a game, a night. Michael Jordan did, because he wanted to win. Kobe Bryant does. Hell, Kobe Bryant scored 80 friggin' points last year. Was it the year before? Either way, massive point totals. How many times did you look back and see that Jordan scored 50? Jordan dropped 60. Jordan didn't care. And let's face it, I mean, say what you want. Oh, Scottie Pippen was a great player. What did he win without Jordan? Did he do anything at all without Jordan? What were his numbers once Jordan left? Did they get drastically better, or did they get less? Or were they less? They were less. So, looking at this, if he wins a ring, I don't care if he wins 50 rings. He will not go down as one of the greatest players of all time. He didn't win them on his own. That's reserved for the greats. That's why Jordan is seen in the light that he is. He won 3, he left, they didn't win. He came back, they won 3 more. You see what I mean? And it wasn't like Jordan won early in his career. He didn't win until his 7th year. Now, people are saying, well, it was LeBron James' 7th year. LeBron James came in straight out of high school. He didn't go to college. Okay? So, I mean, he still had 2 more years before he was at the Jordan era. Comparable in age, maturity level, all that stuff. So, how do I feel about it? Obviously, you already know. You know how I feel about it. I still, I mean, I'm gonna burn my shirt. I'm not gonna wear it anymore. Maybe for a workout, because that's all it's worth anymore. I'm not gonna walk around with his face or likeness on me, his name, any of that. I'm not gonna advertise for him anymore. I mean, you left. You didn't finish the job. You quit on your team. Miami's glad to have you. You're used to that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's my take on it. Comment, rate, subscribe, whatever. How you feel. Let me know how you feel about it. Do you think that, LeBron waiting, not telling his team, not even talking to his owner, he never returned a call or a tweet or an email or anything since the end of the season, up until the second he announced he was going to Miami. That's when Cleveland found out. They could have used that time to try to sign other people. They almost got Amari Stoudemire in. So, I mean, it wasn't like they weren't trying to get players in. It wasn't like they were trying to make this a better team. They went and they've made trades. They brought in Shaquille O'Neal. They brought in Antoine Jameson. They brought in a lot of people to come in. They got rid of the coach because they're like, well, maybe it's Mike Brown. Yeah, he was coach of the year, but at the same time, he was failing in the playoffs. But now, after watching what LeBron has done in the playoffs, and in Orlando, the Orlando playoffs, look at that Game 6 from last year, and tell me, was it the coach or was it LeBron James? Some people are born to lead. Some people are born and want to take that lead. They want that pressure. They want to say, I am the man. And maybe that's not LeBron James. He wants to be the man, but he doesn't want to do what it takes to be the man. That's Dwayne Wade. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Larry Bird. That's Magic Johnson. That's Kobe Bryant. That's Michael Jordan. You know. But that's all I got to really say about it right now. Again, comment, rate, subscribe, whatever. Big Ragu. I'm out.